Navi, a partner you can rely on. Benquit, equipment, parts, service.
Welcome to Captain Shark's Club Car Service Center, your authorized club car distributor for the country of Belize. Here, we offer the opportunity to own a brand new club car, golf car with club cars with reputable factory warranty, or the option of owning a used or pre-owned club car, golf car that can be fully customized to suit your personal or business needs. We stock a variety of 2-passenger, 4-passenger, 6-passenger, and even 8-passenger golf cars that can be used for any light or heavy-duty commercial job. Used as a comfortable custom golf car, or even used as people movers for resort, hotels, or golf cart rental companies. Our parts department boasts a full inventory of genuine club car parts and accessories that have proven to be dependable, along with prices that are unmatched, keeping us the top favorite of both local customers and mechanics alike for over 20 years. Our vehicle service department does quality work, and we are happy to pick up cars for service within town limits, and will also provide you with a loaner vehicle if we are working on your warranty golf car. Speak with us to schedule a test drive, purchase replacement parts for your club car, or make an appointment to have your vehicle repaired by your local authorized club car distributor at 226-4812, or send us an email at clubcar@captainsharksbelize.com. We are also available through Messenger on Facebook and WhatsApp at 623-4042. For land and sea, Captain Sharks is the place to be.
The AIC mobile app has been helping many to save time while getting more done, all from the comfort of their homes. When you download our mobile app, our services are at your fingertips. Log in using biometrics, view motor and property policies, file a claim and submit claim photos, request a quote, receive renewal reminders starting 6 weeks prior to renewal, submit renewal request, view branch locations, and obtain Google Map directions, make payments via Atlantic Bank Bill Pay, and even contact your customer care rep directly. Prospective clients will have limited access, but can request a quote, place a call to a branch, view branch locations and obtain Google Map directions, file a claim. And since all paperwork is completed beforehand, there's no waiting in line. With all the time you can save, can you afford not to use our app? Download today on the App Store or Play Store, the AIC mobile app. Insurance at your fingertips.
Welcome to Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, your pharmacy with a little bit of everything. From proteins and natural multivitamins by Alpha Products to keep you on track for that perfect fitness goal. Cosmetics, we got it too, from Revlon, L'Oreal, and Maybelline to give you that perfect, beautiful skin. Check out our Forensi products for all hair types to give you that beautiful bouncing hair that you've always wanted. Take care of your skin with our Fruit of the Earth products, and also our brand new baby aisle for all babies that you guys will love. We got you while you enjoy your Belizean vacation. Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, located on Pescador Drive, San Pedro, and Burgess. Telephone 206-2227. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday and most holidays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Visit us at Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics.
Make light work lighter and quicker with switch technology from Axie Power Tools. Axie Switch technology breaks the bondage of power cords and grants you the luxury of freedom and precision. Switch one battery across all your Axie line power tools effortlessly, allowing for quick and efficient work. Cut the cords. Choose efficiency with Axie Switch technology. Only at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Pleasant good morning, San Pedro, and a pleasant good morning to our friends over in Key Cocker. We want to welcome you to our Monday edition of Good Morning, San Pedro. Today is a Monday, the 8th of the month of July 2024. It is a beautiful morning here in La Isla Bonita. Let us begin the program by taking a look at the general weather forecast provided to us by the Belize Meteorological Service. The general situation, moist and unstable conditions prevail over the area. The 24-hour forecast will be sunny with cloudy spells today and cloudy at times tonight. Showers and thunderstorms will be isolated this morning and increase slightly around the country by this afternoon. Then tonight, a few showers, thunderstorms, and periods of rain will affect mostly southern and central areas. The marine conditions, the winds will be from the east-southeast at 10 to 20 knots, becoming southeast at 15 to 25 knots and gusty. Sea state will be moderate to rough, becoming rough, and waves will be between 4 to 7 feet, becoming 6 to 8 feet. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 86 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 30 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 27 degrees Celsius. For inland areas, the highs will be 89 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 32 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 23 degrees Celsius. Up in the hills, the highs will be 76 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 24 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 67 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 19 degrees Celsius. Alerts and advisories, there is a small craft caution, occasionally gusty winds and rough seas in the east-northeast swells. Operators of small crafts should exercise caution. The outlook, cloudy skies with a few showers or thunderstorms occurring around the country on Tuesday morning and over the south on Tuesday night. Otherwise, activity will be isolated. Taking a look at the tides, a high tide will occur this morning at 11:09 and another one will occur tomorrow morning at 12:34. A low tide will occur this evening at 6:38 and another one will occur tomorrow morning at 5:45. The sun will set this evening at 6:31 and it will rise tomorrow morning at 5:24. The moon will rise this morning at 7:45 and will set tonight at 8:56. This is the general weather forecast provided to us by forecaster Crystal Rosales. They are at the Belize Meteorological Service. So we do expect some showers to occur today. If we take a look at the 4-day forecast to see what will be happening for the next 4 days, for tomorrow Tuesday, a few showers or thunderstorms. The wind will be from the east-southeast at 10 to 20 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 93 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 75 degrees Fahrenheit. On Wednesday, isolated showers or thunderstorms increasing at night. The wind will be from the east at 5 to 15 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 75 degrees Fahrenheit. On Thursday, a few showers and isolated thunderstorms decreasing. The wind will be from the east at 5 to 15 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 87 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And then on Friday, isolated showers or thunderstorms with a few more occurring in the south. The wind will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. So we do expect showers today. We can expect weather conditions to improve tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday during the day. We should have good weather. But then Wednesday night, we have showers coming back. Likewise on Thursday. Then weather improves Thursday night, and we should have good weather on Friday during the day, but some showers on Friday during the night. Thank you much to the Belize Met Service for the general weather forecast and also for the 4-day forecast. Turning into the tropics, last week we were quite busy following Hurricane Beryl, and guess what? This morning, Hurricane Beryl is still the talk of the town, especially so in the state of Texas, because this morning Hurricane Beryl is located off the coast or touching land right now in the state of Texas. Its location is 29.2 degrees north, 95.8 degrees west, moving north at 12 miles per hour, and the minimum central pressure is 980 millibars with maximum sustained winds of 75 miles per hour. Life-threatening storm surge, damaging winds, and flooding rainfall over spreading southern Texas from Hurricane Beryl. Once it touches land, then it will start to weaken, and I guess by tomorrow it should be the last day we'll be talking about Hurricane Beryl. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast to see if there is anything coming up on the 7-day forecast, and it looks like it is pretty much clear. Other than Hurricane Beryl, the Gulf of Mexico is clear, so is the Caribbean Sea and the remainder of the Atlantic. Thank you much to the National Hurricane Center for the update. Today is the 8th of the month. We want to congratulate all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable birthday. May you celebrate many, many more. For those of you that are waking up and celebrating birthdays on the 8th of July, we want to sing to you Las Mañanitas.
Que cantaba el rey David, hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos aquí. Despierta, mi bien, despierta, mira que ya amaneció, ya los pajaritos cantan, la alba ya se metió.
Congratulations to all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable birthday and may you celebrate many, many more. With that said, we'll go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
The AIC mobile app has been helping many to save time while getting more done, all from the comfort of their homes. When you download our mobile app, our services are at your fingertips. Log in using biometrics, view motor and property policies, file a claim and submit claim photos, request a quote, receive renewal reminders starting 6 weeks prior to renewal, submit renewal request, view branch locations and obtain Google Map directions, make payments via Atlantic Bank Bill Pay, and even contact your customer care rep directly. Prospective clients will have limited access, but can request a quote, place a call to a branch, view branch locations and obtain Google Map directions, file a claim. And since all paperwork is completed beforehand, there's no waiting in line. With all the time you can save, can you afford not to use our app? Download today on the App Store or Play Store. The AIC mobile app. Insurance at your fingertips.
Someplace South Coffee Bar serves you delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with your favorite drinks, cocktails, and 2-for-1 on mimosas all day long. Friday nights are steak nights at Someplace South, offering surf and turf, filet mignon, and USDA ribeye. Accompany your meals with our California wines made by Belizean winemaker Joseph Smith. For reservations, call us at 628-5373 or email us at someplacesouthcafebar@yahoo.com. We are located on the South Road, half a mile past the Victoria House. Our entertainment for Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays include Coconut Trio, Dennis Wolf, and Valentino. When in San Pedro, Someplace South is a must.
Belize Real Estate Title Services, San Pedro's premier full-service title company for real estate and corporate services. Their real estate services include real estate closings, buyer and seller representation, title investigations, title transfer and closing documents, first registration, rectification of title, applications for lost land certificates, deletion on death of a joint proprietor, cancellation of mortgage documents and discharges, and non-resident applications for permission to buy property in Belize. Their corporate services include company formations, business name registrations, registered agent services, annual filings, appointment and resignation of directors, transfer and allotment of shares, and re-registration of foreign and domestic companies. For all your real estate and corporate-related services, contact Belize Title Services, licensed to represent foreign and domestic clients. Located at 12 Coconut Drive, Unit 3, right here in San Pedro. Contact them at 226-3968. That's 226-3968. Belize Real Estate Title Services, your full-service title company.
Welcome to Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, your pharmacy with a little bit of everything. From proteins and natural multivitamins by Alpha Products to keep you on track for that perfect fitness goal. Cosmetics, we got it too. From Revlon, L'Oreal, and Maybelline to give you that perfect, beautiful skin. Check out our Forensi products for all hair types to give you that beautiful bouncing hair that you've always wanted. Take care of your skin with our Fruit of the Earth products and also our brand new baby aisle for all babies that you guys would love. We got you while you enjoy your Belizean vacation. Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, located on Tuscarora Drive, San Pedro, and Burgess Key. Telephone 206-2227. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday and most holidays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Visit us at Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics. Captain Shark's Marine Center is San Pedro's favorite marine hardware store that proudly supplies boat owners, fishermen, snorkelers, divers, and any other water sport enthusiast. With the largest inventory of fishing gear in Belize, we can help you enjoy the salt life and ocean outdoors with the perfect lure, rod and reel combo, and any other complimentary fishing tools such as bait knives, hook pliers, cast nets, and much more. If diving and snorkeling are your passions and hobby, then look no further for equipment. We carry a large assortment of masks, snorkels, fins, BCD vests, bodysuits, dive watches with reputable brands such as Cressy, Mattis, Tilos, and others. When you need to repair your fiberglass boat or Yamaha outboard motor, we offer the right materials and replacement parts to get the job done. Visit us at Lion Street opposite Maya Island Air or give us a call at 226-3370. And remember that for land and sea, Captain Sharks is the place to be.
In the studios of Reef Radio and Reef TV, it's 17 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. And in studios joining us this morning is our area representative for Belize Rural South and Minister of Blue Economy and NEMO. I want to welcome Minister Perez in studios. Honorable, a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Aiden. Muy buenos días a todos ahí ustedes que nos están viendo y escuchando a través de las islas y a través del país. Muy buenos días. It's good to be here.
Yes, Minister, it's good to have you in studios. We know that we'll have a good conversation this morning. Last week we were on hurricane watch, and this morning it's a little bit different. We had some heavy showers over the weekend, but overall it's looking like this week we should be pretty good.
Yes. I didn't know over the weekend I was, Saturday was a day that I had to kind of try to recover because it was a very busy week. And yesterday I was in Kikakar, spending the day there, visiting the constituents and going around the Bahia Puesta del Sol, taking an area around there. Obviously, with all the rains that have come, looking at the different ways and how we can work together along with the village council there to do repairs. And also here in San Pedro, we're working as well. But as I was taking a little rest on Saturday, a lot of reflection, first of all, that feeling of thankfulness. Mm-hmm. Very, very much grateful. And sitting down here this morning, it's a bit, I'm grateful that we're sitting here in a different set of circumstances rather than sitting down here and trying to see how we can recover. Yeah. There would have been a hurricane, would have been on the ground, recovery, disaster relief, all of these things would have been the next phase should a storm have hit us. So all of those things fit into my thinking, So I'm very thankful. And I want to thank the community. I really want to thank the community, both of San Pedro and Kikakar. Their participation was crucial. Mm-hmm. Their participation was very critical. That when the figures came out, that about 5,000 people, more or less, came out. And the storm didn't come. Now, I want to mention that as well because it's always costly to mobilize. It's costly to mobilize. That is true. You spend money, you have to buy groceries and and you have these feelings about, it's to mobilize, you spend money that you didn't plan for. It's sudden. But when you come back and you have your business, you come back to your home, you come back to your job, right? You come back to your tongue and it's still the same there that you left it before. That's the positive side. I would want our community to look at it, right? I know some people said, Nemo, the service says it was coming for us and it didn't come. What if next time, God forbid, what if next time a storm comes our way and we repeat and try to work again the same way, activate Nemo until, listen, the storm is coming. We would not like the people to say, no, pues esta vez no va a pasar. This time it's not coming. I'm not going. I would not want that to stay in our minds this time. And I think that's the message that we want to give out there to our people, because a good friend of mine was speaking to me on Saturday. Sorry, it was Friday night. And he said, that's one of the things that the figures show. We hope that the next time, only have 2,000 people leaving the islands because of, they said it didn't come the last time, but this time they say it's coming and it won't come again. So every time, my message this morning is every time there is a storm and they're telling us, let's evacuate voluntarily, we should do so. Well, right? That is only temporary. And if we're spared, we come back, but lives matter.
Of course.
Lives matter. And I think ese es lo más importante, mi mensaje para darle al pueblo de San Pedro y Quicaco, ¿no? Que demos gracias. Demos gracias. In fact, Saturday evening I went to mass, in a feeling of thanksgiving, and then Sunday morning I went to Quicaco mass to give thanks as well, because these things, you look at the news and you see the islands of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I think it is, they damaged hundreds of people, literal thousands if you want to say, are homeless. That place was raised, no? What if it was us?
Yeah.
All right. So ese es el mensaje esta mañana que dar al pueblo, que demos gracias y también que aunque evacuaron, les costó a todo el pueblo, no solamente a ustedes, económicamente afecta porque también el gobierno tiene que movilizar sus recursos también, que también cuesta. Pero también, aunque 5,000 personas evacuaron, se fueron para buscar refugio, el mensaje que estamos discutiendo en inglés, yo y Aiden, es que también tomemos precaución, que Dios quiera que no pase, pero si tengamos otra amenaza de otra tormenta viniendo más adelante, ya se sabe que este año va a ser un año muy activo con tormentas. Les pedimos al pueblo que conoce a tiempo, si es que está viendo esto, que también podamos hacer lo mismo. Suena como si, mira, este señor me está diciendo otra vez y ni va a pasar la tormenta. Que no pensemos así. Lo hacemos por el bien del pueblo. Lo hacemos por el bien de su vida, de cada uno de ustedes. Cada uno de ustedes vale algo. Tiene valor. Somos humanos y tenemos nuestras familias. Y lo último que tenemos es perder una vida en una familia, que es algo siempre doloroso. Ese es el mensaje que quisiera terminar con lo que es de las tormentas. Y aún ahorita la tormenta está pegando ahorita el Golfo en Texas, ¿no? Me dijeron que Pasadena, Texas, ¿es?
Por esa área, Miss Kathleen Hoffman nos mandó un mensaje que en su comunidad de ella es de Pasadena, Texas, ahí está pegando.
Okay, so she's there right now?
I think Miss Kathleen is here in San Pedro. I don't know if she evacuated back to Texas. I'm not sure, but she was here. Yeah. The reality, Minister, is that we're in the month of July.
Yes.
And for many, it was a test to us if we are ready in case of a threat. Well, this was a serious threat.
Yes.
It was forecasted at one point that it was coming our way.
Directly our way.
And not
it
only
would have been a category high, category 2, or even a possible category 3.
And it was not only the Belize Met Service, but the National Hurricane Center, the GFS, and the European model.
European models usually is the most, I am told.
Putting us, towards this particular area. But Thursday, Minister, 12 midday, businesses closed down. Everyone bunkered down. Thursday night, you hardly saw any people out there. Friday morning, we were grateful, thankful that nothing happened. And by Friday evening, we were back again.
Yes.
And I have to commend the community for making it so smoothly for the San Pedro Emergency Committee to be able to do their work properly. And to those who evacuated, by Saturday, the boats were coming back. And today, this morning, it's a normal working week for us. For others within the Caribbean, as you mentioned, it's not. They're finding ways to rebuild right now.
Yeah.
Our brothers and sisters in Mexico, where it crossed and it caused some havoc there as well.
I think we have yet to see the damage that happened in the villages of the state of Yucatan, because it went right through the state of Yucatan as a hurricane. But the reason is because around that area is totally flatlands. There are no mountains over that area there, so it's flatlands. So that went right across, hitting all those villages along the state of Yucatan, which is a lot of Mayan villages. No? But Aiden, also, while we're discussing this, perhaps if you want to call it that, after the storm discussions that we're having here, lessons learned. What can we do better? Where can we improve? That's the essence of the core, right? The meeting that the NEMO is we're meeting up today in Bumapan.
Yeah.
And incidentally, right now, the Prime Minister is speaking in one of the live media houses, one of the big media houses at the national level, discussing this very same issue about disasters, So it's no longer something, while I am the Minister of Disaster Risk Management, this is a national issue. It's a very important ministry. And as such, remember that in the end, it's the Prime Minister that makes those decisions. While I'm the Minister, we gather information based on empirical data that gives us, that scientific data that the Met provides for us, and that they gather from all the different well-respected organizations that provide this kind of information. Then is that we make a decision to advise and recommend to the Prime Minister, right? So the last and final thing on this thing here, Aiden, is also not only thanking the community, but I want to thank the entire EOC management team that really went there. It was about more than 50 people, volunteers from different places that I want to thank. I want to thank the town council, of course, the mayor, and the entire staff of the town council were mobilized. Everybody was on the ground. So this is, and I thank Sparam as well, who is the EOC coordinator. My chairman there was very active because, we had a scare, and I landed Thursday morning, and as I landed Thursday morning, hit the ground running to work. But it shows, and I think that is one thing that San Pedro should be very much aware of, a very experienced EOC management committee that we have here in San Pedro, and Kikakar as well, because now we have a representative in Kikakar, so working along. So both of those work perfectly. And of course, certainly more meetings up ahead, so we can pinpoint where we can fine tune. So take it that way that pasó esta tormenta, the storm passed, but we don't sit down and say, okay, we're there, okay, make we just relax, no storm this morning. No, we continue to work. And that is something I want to extend to our community, that to be mindful of all of those people that work behind the scenes to make things happen. If it's time for rescue, they'll do it. We will do it, right? If something happens, someone is in distress, we will do it. So that's important, that we thank everybody, but it was a result of coming together, collaborating. That's the best thing that can do.
Very good. Well, we just have to be alert. Like I said, we are in the month of July. We still have August, September, October, November, and the remainder of this month, all right? And everybody knows, living here in San Pedro, that the 2 months that we are very vigilant are the months of September and October.
Yes.
And that's when the Western Caribbean gets pretty active. And one request there, Minister, as well, since you're the Minister of NEMO, whenever they make a decision for the Belize district, have in mind that San Pedro and Kikakar are farther north than the remainder of the district. And it caused a little bit of confusion Thursday morning when they gave the all clear for the Belize district, and people were calling us and asking us, so we can go ahead and open? No. I think there needed to be some clarifications there.
Then I will tell you this and answer you this way here, and that's a good point you brought up. But while we were discussing, everyone noticed that I had my notes there, taking my notes, while the minister should be sitting and listening and everything. We have the person there on the side that is taking minutes. I had my check-off list that I'm taking to NEMO headquarters whenever we have our meetings. Certainly that's one of those, and some other different points that we want to look at. I explained to the team the other day to not to be veering off from the storm to politics, but literally when the electoral divisions were divided up, I still cannot see how that name stayed as Belize Rural South. And Belize Rural South encompasses Belize Rural South, right? You have Belize Rural North, you have Belize Rural Central, and you have Belize Rural North, South, and Central, right? That's what you have. We stayed as Belize Rural South because I think at that time it was the Gales Point was part of Belize Rural South.
Gales Point, Freetown, Sibonal, that
Sibonal, all those
area.
places was once Belize Rural South. That is why they have that way there. But now it only encompasses Ambergiski, Keycarker, Key Chapel, St. George's Key, Turniff Islands, and that kind of way there. Lanky, these places there are part of Belize Rural South. But that's one good point to look at it, that we should not be South, right? If anything, we should be actually Belize Rural North. But but just for time to discuss that. But certainly that point is important because Ambergiski and Keycarker is part of Belize District. So whenever they make a decision on Belize District, it is including Keycarker and Keycarker. I mean, some Ambergiski. What we need to say is it's Belize District, and then we're not being affected because if the storm is going down south, they say they have a hurricane or tropical storm watch for Belize District, and it's going to hit all the way. Let's say Punta Gorda, like an example. Then, with the exception of Ambergiski and Keycarker, right? Or if the storm is coming, we put tropical storm for the exception or something that would have made a difference. But point taken. This is where we have the kinks that we need to iron out, right? But
Yes.
good point. Good point.
Minister, I know that you're here this morning to share some good information to the community of San Pedro. There is a very important event coming up very, very soon, and you would like to share that info with the community.
Yes. Aiden, this is a very important announcement I want to make, and I am hoping to make it that we amplify it bigger, and I would want everybody who's right now listening to please share, because this is something that I've been working on for quite some time. But it so happens that apart from what we're going to present, what you call the IOM, another organization that brings along different, it's a mobile that they're doing across the country. They realized that we were bringing the vital statistics to San Pedro this coming weekend, which is Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
So they decided to, because of their schedule, they decided to fit with their schedule, because what the immigration and all of these groups do, they include vital statistics. But I was working for just getting vital statistics here, so they saw that the days for vital stats is coming to San Pedro for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
They tag along with us, and that's the advertisement that's going out. So, very important. On Saturday and Sunday, although we're having many events here, which is the Lobster Fest, we're having the fishing tournament, right?
Yes,
having
sir.
that as well. So it's going to be a very active weekend. But nonetheless, with these vital statistics, I could not change the date because it's the department is moving around the country. If I skip this date to do it for another, I don't know when I'm going to get it. So it's going to be on the vital statistics. So what is there? Anybody who needs a birth certificate, anyone who needs a marriage certificate, death certificate, anybody who needs to do some repairs or something, your name came out bad on the birth certificate and you would like to change it, this is the time to do it. Your children, for some reason you have not been able to register and to get the birth certificate, now is the time to do it. All right? I am announcing it that this is important. But added to that, the Social Security is going to be present there. So that is also another service, because Vital Stats and Social Security work together. Once you have your papers, at the same time you get your birth certificate, maybe you haven't had your Social Security, you can do it so immediately right at the same mobile service. So very, very, very important. Along with that, there is the immigration department there. But even more, Aiden, and that is more important in Spanish, the Guatemalan embassy is going to be there, the Honduras embassy is going to be there, and the El Salvador embassy, they are going to be officials there. So those Central Americans who want something to be fixed up with their papers as it pertains to their countries, now is the time to do it as well. Right?
Okay.
Let me give you an example. Yesterday when I came for Keycarker, there was a lady, I gave her a drop, and she lives in San Mateo, coming out of our work. She is from Honduras, and she's waiting for her amnesty papers. But her 2 children are Belizeans. That's what she shared with me. Her 2 children are Belizeans, but she has not been able to register them. But they are born. So I told her to get rid of those documents, the father, the papers, everything, go there, because now is the time to fix it. And if
Very
anything is
good.
needed as such to fix, then you put it in process to do so. That is very, very important. I think we share the ads there as well. And,
Yes, let's
Aiden, if maybe our good
let's
friend Dan can
put
share.
the info, the one that is in English there on screen, because I want to highlight some of the info that
Right.
is in there.
Yeah.
Immigration.
Yes.
That you spoke about that.
Yes.
You can do passport applications.
Absolutely. Yes.
Permanent residence transfer.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes, that
Nationality certificate,
Yes.
and I'll tell you why. Because I have a friend who unfortunately lost his passport. Passport was dropped at immigration on the northern border, and they can't find it. They can't trace it. So
Wait. He left it at the office here?
No.
No, he dropped it.
Somebody dropped his passport at the northern because they were in Mexico, and there was a confusion, and he took the other person's passport, and they were
Aye.
traveling together, right? So when the person reached there, say, you know what, I grabbed my friend's passport, but he's coming and he will be crossing the border anytime soon, so I'm going to leave his passport here and I'll just get my one from him. All right, fine. But during that process at immigration in northern border, they lost it. Now he got a passport through nationality, and
Yeah.
he was under his mom's nationality,
Yes.
and now he has to apply for one in Belmo. Can he do the process
Yes,
here
he
with
can.
immigration
Yes, he
coming
can,
in?
But he needs to bring all his documents, whatever documents he has. He needs
He
to
has
bring it.
social. He has
Yes.
all the info that he needs, right?
Right. And immigration is going to be there, so that's very, very important that we have there, no, to fix those papers. So I think anything else you want to discuss there? I think
Yes,
there-
another important one is the applications of people who have submitted for nationality and permanent
Yes.
residence. They would want to know what the status is.
Yes, that's the place to come to as well.
And
That is the place to
likewise,
come to.
sharing of general information for nationality, permanent residence, and passport, which is very, very important.
Right.
Social security will be there.
That's right.
They renew.
So they have that again. Well, they notice that there are some fees there. Of course, that's normal fees for you to apply for government services, right? So those fees are there. So the hospital late birth registration, that can happen as well. That's the one that I told you about, the lady
Vital
that I
stats,
gave,
no?
Yes, vital statistics. So, but then they have to, when you register your child, you get your birth certificate, then you are able to actually put your children one time and register them for Social Security. So it's 2 in 1
Okay,
that you can
yes,
do.
yes.
Right? So, the other day I remember a lady telling me about the amnesty that for her children, because and she has residency, but her children don't, because whatever the story, I'm not too sure, but she said that she was going to go at the high school whenever we had that, but she didn't really have time. That's the story she told me. I said, but Mom, it's not about have time, because she was working. You got to make time. You have to make time.
Have
because
to.
this service is coming, the government, or we are providing that service to bring it to the island. And this is not permanent. We bring it here for a service that is very delicate and sensitive and important to your life. So again, this is something that we're telling people. Just please spread the word out there.
Will your office be there as well,
Of
giving
course.
guidance and minister
Of course.
in Beliswell
Full
South?
time. Full time.
All right.
My office is going to be present there, my entire staff, to provide all the service that whatever we can assist. Because again, we have all the data as well. We have all that information. So we have the list of everybody there. So everybody is working together. So
Yeah, this will be here in San Pedro for the 2 days, right?
only 2 days, yes. also includes Kikakra already.
So Kikaka, you're bringing
yes.
residents from Kikaka
Yes.
to do any paper
And I
that
am
needs to
providing
be done.
transportation as well. My office is providing transportation. I can give you an example of a good friend of mine that is in Kikakar. He, after the re-registration back in 2018, he was a voter, has Social Security, but he's unable to get all his papers. He cannot get his papers. They can't get his birth certificate. So basically, like he was telling me, he is basically stateless. So he's one of those that's going to benefit that coming here to San Pedro, and with all the documents that we have been pushing for, the Attorney General, everybody. If I'm not mistaken, the AG might be here. I will confirm that tomorrow meeting with him. But nonetheless, they can get their his birth certificate finally, and then he'll be able to register Social Security. Plus, he plans to vote, to register to vote. So 3 things he'll be doing, right?
Very good.
So Very, very important. Y también si lo podemos decir en
Yes.
español.
Let us put the poster
Can you
now
put the
in
Spanish
Spanish, Dan. The Spanish poster, so that our minister can share that with our viewers as well. Para la comunidad habla hispana, los servicios que se estarán ofreciendo serán servicios de inmigración, seguro social. A lot of people refer to vital statistics in Spanish as el registro. ¿No?
Yes.
Oficinas del registro. I'm trying to see how I would translate vital stats. Y habrán.
But really, vital statistics is only something that is called vital statistics, but really is registering yourself as a Belizean.
Yeah,
right?
I would agree with that, definitely.
So I guess it makes sense in Spanish to say
registro.
because that's where you register births, that's where you register deaths, that's where you register birth certificates. Marriage certificates.
Yes.
So, el registro en español es lo correcto, ¿no? Pero como alguien dice en español que el lenguaje en el cielo oficial ese es el español, dicen. El idioma es oficial del cielo es español.
Vamos a hablar.
Lo que tiene
Vamos a hablar sobre los servicios de inmigración, ministro. Los servicios que se van a ofrecer el día 13 y 14.
Ya, pero antes de empezar con esto, Eren, que este es para los hermanos y hermanas de habla hispana también y aquellos también que prefieren entender en español. Esto es importante que por favor lo hagan share, háganlo, que lo compartan con otras personas que ustedes conocen. Es importante, este fin de semana es el tiempo para hacerlo. Tenemos aquí los servicios para pasaporte, lo que es el tratado de residencia permanente, eso es importante, el certificado de nacionalidad, como el que mencionaste de tu compañero, tu colega, tu amigo que perdió su pasaporte en la frontera. Esto aquí se puede rectificar, ¿no? Y también el apoyo para solicitar tarjetas de seguro social, también el departamento de seguro social va a estar presente también ahí, ¿no? Entonces es para las tarjetas de seguro social, ahí podemos hacerlos. Sus hijos ahí que nunca se han registrado también se pueden ir al seguro social ese mismo día, apenas consigan su partida de nacimiento. En esos momentos se pueden pasar al seguro social para registrar a sus hijos también, o a cualquier persona ya también, ¿no? También aquellas gentes que nunca han sacado su certificado de matrimonio, es importante que esa es la hora para venir a verlo. Y también algunos de sus seres queridos que han muerto, si nunca han pedido el certificado de defunción, entonces este es el tiempo para también sacarlo. Si usted tiene a alguien, una persona o un fallecimiento en la familia, es importante que ustedes es el tiempo para venir a registrarlo o para conseguir esa partida de función. Es importante también. Son pequeñas cosas que a veces no le damos importancia a Eden, pero a la mera hora que necesitas algo para hacer un proceso, no lo tienes a mano.
Estás apurado para conseguir algún documento. Y en muchas ocasiones, ministro, porque lo he escuchado, que hay personas que viajan hasta la ciudad de Belice para tramitar documentos y les dicen les falta esto, les falta el otro. Tienen que regresar, conseguirlo y dar otro viaje. En esta ocasión, aquí van a estar esas oficinas.
Exactamente.
Y si te piden algún documento,
estás en casa,
lo puedes conseguir.
Buen punto que estás trayendo ahí, Eren. Sí, porque todo ese servicio que estamos haciendo, Eren, es parte de la movilización de este gobierno. Lo que por qué fui elegido es para traer ese servicio. Todos los trabajos, estoy muy consciente, todos estamos conscientes de que es un diferente situación lo que es San Pedro y Kickocker, que para viajar a Belice no cuesta 2 centavos. No cuesta 2 centavos. No es como tomar el autobús de Corozal y te cuesta $10, $15 y ya llegaste a Belice, ¿no? Aquí solo una ida estamos hablando de por lo menos $60 para ir y otra regresada son $120. Llegas a Belice, vas a ver el departamento del registro, te falta un papel, volver a regresar otra vez, te pierdes a veces la esperanza, ya pues no voy la próxima semana porque ya fue el día de trabajo. Entonces eso es que reconocemos, pero también que estén conscientes también, Aiden, que para movilizar esto también cuesta recursos del Estado también. No se olviden eso, que este servicio no lo tomen así como no es nada. Este es un servicio que está proveído por nuestro gobierno y también por mis oficinas también, que esto es la movilización de este departamento lleva tiempo para planear y cuesta, porque esta gente tiene que dar y todo, pero es un servicio que hemos prometido y lo estamos haciendo. Igual cuando hacemos los lands clinics y todo eso, ¿no? Eso es algo primero que este gobierno ha hecho, que nunca se ha hecho, es llevar el servicio, traerlo en casa. Ahora es tu parte de hacer, tu parte de participar, si lo traen a tu casa, ¿no?
Excelente. Para mí es algo buenísimo y estoy seguro que hay muchas personas aquí en San Pedro que van a tomar ventaja de estos servicios.
Yeah.
Y está buenísimo porque van a acá en el centro del pueblo, en el Lions Den, usted puede llegar y ahí puede tramitar sus documentos.
Es sábado y domingo.
Saturday and Sunday. I think Saturday is longer hours than Sunday, right?
I'm not too sure what the ads say there, but I think so because they have to. Sunday is the last day for them to kind of wrap up on things, no?
Yes.
But I'm very happy for this one here, right? And this needs to be amplified. I'll be sharing all this right now to all the different I'll ask the town council to share it. I'll ask the village council in Kikaka to share it as well. And there's a well-known media house there, the one and only I think in Kikaka, the Voice of Kikaka. I'll be sharing that again. Important and my team there will be in charge of the logistics to come in and to do that, so that's important, very, very important.
Very good. And after this,
comments here, I can take
a lot of people are sharing, Minister. A lot of people are tagging individuals that they know might have the needs of going to get the services. Definitely, they're sharing, and I want to thank Flex Studios for also rebroadcasting this live this show this morning. I know Luis is sharing the live show via Flex TV and Flex Studios.
Thanks to Flex TV as well. I extend them buenos dias. Good morning to you, and thank you for sharing. So again, this is the starting today, this Monday.
Minister, let me ask this as well. Can people make appointments, or it's going to be first come, first serve?
I think it's first come, first serve. Yes, the best thing to do is to reach there and first things come. Because there have several people to attend, not only one person. So we're trying to be as efficient as possible. Again, this is the first time.
Yes.
See how it goes. And if the need be is that we need to bring it back again. Again, I don't want to promise. Please. It's not never good to no promise. But we'll see if it's overwhelming, then we can make a decision. But the dates are very, very tough because this vital statistics is going across the whole country. No, they go all the way to. I'm not too sure if they go to PG, but can you imagine somebody living all the way down to Punta Gorda in those villages and going to Belize, and you get there, and then they tell you need something as a paper or something, you have to go back again to PG. So the same thing for us. I think that is what. So it's a plus, right?
Minister, there is a question coming in. Let me see here, and this has to do with education. Do we know what the status is between the Ministry of Education and the high school with regards to this coming school year? I know that they were trying to use San Pedro High as a pilot project, for the I'm trying to remember the name that they have for it, the education assistance that should be given out.
Listen, I want to, yes, the issue of the education assistance from the Ministry of Education is coming. That is a fact. All right. I know that people think that immediately, well, once I put my name, I don't have to pay. What is the clarification that we need to make is that in the case of our college here in San Pedro, it is a community college, all right?
Okay.
And I think that is where the point is they're there to negotiate because the Ministry of Education enacted a whole different plan that applies to all the government high schools across the country. That there is a certain amount of funds allocated for every student. I'm not too sure what is the exact figure for the high schools. Yes, well, actually, Ocean Academy is not yet included, but yes, San Pedro, the high school is included in there, and that's what we're working with the Ministry of Education. But the issue is that the funds allocated to the school here, and I think maybe the high school should come in and explain it a little bit more.
I believe
but, this is where they have a little sort because what applies across the whole country with public schools may not be to the benefit of a community college. But the point is that there are plenty of bigger benefits with this plan in place because more students are literally getting free education. That is the fact. but I think there is a hitch there with the one with the community colleges. I think San Pedro is one of those that has that situation. But I understand that there, because we did discuss it with the principal of the high school, and I have discussed it as well with not only with Minister Fonseca as well, who's the Minister of. So within there, they're working with the Chief Education Officer. I'm sure they're working it out. But yes, let's be patient. But the program is there. But don't think like free education. You don't pay $1. You need to pay certain things, right?
Of course.
But it is going to be more beneficial now than ever before, because the funds are being allocated for more benefits for the student. That is for sure, or for the families. Then that is
Very
for
good.
sure.
I know, Minister, that the school board is in active communication with the education department as well.
Yes. So that's I know. But you remember the board, right? Of course, we've been there for a meeting. So
and you played a very instrumental role in liaising the communication with one.
Right. But let me tell you something that Minister Fonseca, the entire ministry, Minister Fonseca understands it. All right. It's the same thing when you declare Belize district and then you're not including San Pedro and Kikabe.
There you go.
Can I compare it with that? So when you're talking about the entire schools across the country, literally, financially speaking, there are far more benefits right now as we speak to all students across this country. Right? Now, here in San Pedro, although it will, but the cost of running that school is much more higher. Right? The cost. Remember, there is another factor. And then Minister Fonseca is acutely aware it is very difficult to get teachers right now. And importantly, right here in San Pedro, they have vacancies for teachers. Teachers want to come and teach and want the job. They want to come to San Pedro, but the cost of living, housing, all of these things is another factor, major factors that affect that. So it's not to say that government is trying to do their part and then the school doesn't want to do it, but the school is justifying it by providing raw data, raw information to say, listen, our cost of running this high school is much more than the schools on the mainland. And that is true. So that is where they are with the dialogues right now. So ask our people there who have their children in high school to be patient. I know I'm getting a lot of that solicitation. Will you pay my high school? And I'm telling, we're compiling it all together. But we're asking our parents there, it is being sorted out before the school year. And your kids, your school, the children will not be missing school, right? So.
Very good. Oelia Milian, buenos días. ¿Cuándo van a estar aquí en San Pedro y si van a sacar pasaporte también?
Of course. You're talking about
immigration.
Yes.
Van a estar el 13 y 14.
Right. Oelia en San Mateo. Right. Buenos días. Sí, claro. Vamos a estar aquí este sábado y domingo. Eso es importantísimo. Es que por favor no lo falle. Sé que usted trabaja, pero haga el día para hacerlo. Es importante. Está el Departamento de Inmigración, ahí está para proveer esos servicios que estamos allá. No sé si mencionamos de las embajadas que van a estar ahí también, de Guatemala, de Honduras y El Salvador. Eso es algo muy importante también. Algún documento o algo que no ha podido conseguir lo que es de su país, ahora es en estos momentos para venir este fin de semana para hacerlo. 2 días, sábado y domingo.
Sábado y domingo. Y sí van a sacar pasaportes para esos 2 días.
Yes.
Ramir Villanueva, there in Kikaka, it says, Minister, can you kindly send us the flyer so we can share on the Village Council Facebook page?
Yes, noted, Ramir. Actually, our office is 9 o'clock. They will be sending it out to both the Town Council as well as, officially we're going to send it. So bear with us. It's coming out this morning, and I'll be sending out to the Village Council, and I'll ask the council to share it. So we'll prepare something to share this morning. I am taking note of that from the very beginning. I knew I was going to do that as I get into office this morning. Bear with us because we are actually today our entire office is all in pieces, so we have to set it up back. When we cover it up with tarps, all our data, our documents, very, very important. We just couldn't just lock up office and go home. My staff had to box up things, take it up to higher heights. All computers, laptops, everything went up in the areas. And my desk right now, actually my office was a Nemo warehouse. So they had to put in all the supplies because we did get supplies. That's for the first time again. For the first time that both Kikaka and San Pedro got all the supplies before, and we now wait for the storm to pass, and then after we try to mobilize. Nemo did that to go take that proactive move to bring in all the supplies in the event of a storm. So that again, that's another thing to cost to do that. but we do it because it is important. So thanks, Romero. We take note of that. It's coming this morning.
Likewise, Minister, if you can send it to Luis Romero as well, so that he can share it on his social media pages.
So what we'll do is I think if it's not up there right now, it's in the Honorable Andre Perez page. If it's not up there, it'll soon be up, and I'll ask that you can share it from there.
It'll be on our Facebook page in about 2 minutes.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Reef TV will have it up in 2 minutes.
I think my page, Honorable Andre Perez, has it already, if I'm not mistaken. But and if it's there, you can share it from there as well. No, so and we'll send the link. We will send the link to all the different places there as soon as we open up. Let me see here. So. Yes, but I think we need to just make this fluid and let it flow for the entire week. We have to continue drumming it. No?
I believe so, Minister. I think you will have a huge turnout. I know, because I get phone calls every day asking if how can I apply for this, and that. I try to give them guidance as to how they can go about and doing it.
Yes. Okay. Actually, my page, the Honorable Andre Perez page, yes. Has it? It was posted 2 days ago. Actually, what I will do right now is to share it one time. Ramiro, it's going straight right now to the town council. Right now, I'm sending it, and I will be sending it to other different groups there in Kikakar as well. So asking them to please share. With the logistics will be sorting out for transportation to be provided. And I am also want to mention also that the special thing that we discussed there with my chairman. As it relates to people from Kikakar coming in on Saturday, they will be given preference because they can't go and come back.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
so
well,
when
that's
they come
understandable.
Saturday, they will be given preference that they are attended to, and so that they will be able to go back. Right. That's one important thing for our brothers and sisters in Kikakar, our neighbors. Right. And so that is also important that we will give them the attention that they deserve. Let me see here. So that's good that I'm doing it right now, Aiden.
Yep.
One time.
All
right. So I already sent it to some of the chat groups, and the Kikaka Village Council chat group has gotten that link already.
Los cobros que se van a hacer, están preguntando, los costos y los cobros que se van a hacer, es lo normal, lo que se cobra.
Lo normal que se paga al Estado, el gobierno, ¿no? Cualquier cosa de inmigración no es nada free, por favor, ¿no? Es el costo normal que se paga para que sepa oficialmente, no es nada.
Lo que usted pagaría en Belice va a pagar aquí.
Exactamente. Sí, I'm not too sure what's the cost for a birth certificate. I'm not too sure if it's $25, $30. I'm not too sure. It's there on the page, but that is what you pay. So that is going to the government coffers, right? It's not going to my office or anything. Officially, what you pay, and that's for immigration, for Social Security, for vital stats, anything. No, as it relates to the cost and the embassies, I'm not too sure on that one. That's a different matter I cannot comment on. No, so
very good.
Yeah.
Miguel Ángel Pacheco says, "Hello, Minister." Our good friend.
My brother Miguel Pacheco, always watching us. And
yes.
Fuerte abrazo, hermano. Fuerte abrazo.
The Moose has been asking this for a number of months now. The hoops there at the Boca del Rio basketball court, they are down, and they have been down for a while now. And every time we have officials here in studios, he sends a message, Aiden, can you please remind them, that the hoops are down.
Aiden, I think I need to mention something right here as it relates to the Boca del Rio Park, to let our people know. Now that Moose mentions it, besides what the hoops are needed for the park, and I'm sure we can do that along together with the council. We are working on it. I know that the owners are trying to solve it as quickly as possible. But of course, it takes. We have to mobilize, and it doesn't take. It's not something easy to do when it's time to acquire lands. It is a difficult situation to do that. And this is where we find ourselves in a predicament, and I will need to and it's a fact, we need to show it. Did you know that Boca del Rio, where the buildings are, where Rio, what's the name of the place on the corner? I'm not too sure the name of the place.
I know the establishment, Shotties.
Right, Shotties and Rio, the Park Plaza, that entire place there, those are private properties. But the piece of property directly behind those, in between Boca del Rio Park and these establishments, you will see some posts, some pegs that it looks like a parking area. that property is private property.
Private property. Yeah.
Private property, and it's been there for some years now. Now, we do know that the owners want to do something with it, which is within their legal right to build something there. The mayor and I have discussed it. We're very much on the same page. We have discussed it about the issue with this piece of land. I had voiced it, and in particular, one senior minister said that we need to do something because it relates to education and everything. So Minister Fonseca said that we need to push this to see how we can secure this piece of land and compensate the owners, and we got to do it the right way as well.
Of course.
So that is part of negotiation that we're doing right now. It's taking a little bit of time. I do know the owners are getting a bit, wary that we're taking too long, but we are working on it. So can you imagine if we will start building a 3-story building there? It's not going to be a park anymore. It's going to be a little piece there.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the work that we have inherited that we have to fix. So just to let people know out there the situation we find ourselves with Boca del Rio Park.
Okay.
But we're solving it. Takes a little bit of time. We're working it so we can come up with a definitive and amicable solution that is a win for the people of San Pedro and a win for the owners as well. They have the title to it, so we respect that. That's important. But just to let you all out know what all we have on our table to share. And speaking about lands, Aiden, the pieces of properties that we have to take into consideration while the paving is going on, and the people should know by now. Certain people do know a lot within our offices. We know, the council knows, the mayor knows. People who were before in government, they know as well and never do anything about it. All right, so that's important. I don't want to get political, but they knew about it and did nothing about it. That street back there, where we have Holchan, and you have the Varellas on that side, and that street that goes to the back behind BEL. All right, for information about it, the street in between BEL and where those mangroves are that was leveled off by BEL there with chippings, the street in between is property of BEL as well. Okay. That is why that specific piece has not been paved. We have to come to an agreement as well. It has to be compensation also, because can you imagine that they say, well, BL, do what you have to do, put in your fence there, and we can't compensate you, government can't compensate you. That makes the Middle Street, Pescador Drive, the only artery to join the tongue of San Pedro to the north. Can you imagine a catastrophe, a big fire? We had one, remember? We had a big fire at BL, or some kind of traffic jam or something that happens with some equipment that breaks or something. This tongue can be paralyzed. So that street needs to be acquired. We have to negotiate with BL. That's a private company. But this is what we have on our table that the council and I, we have to come to resolve. We have brought it to the attention of the lands and to the powers that be that we have to pave that street. We cannot leave it as closed. So that's another issue that we're solving. Let me give you another one as well. And it's important, we need to make it public. Right? Again, nothing was done. The effort was never done to say, let's see how we can resolve that. Kick the pan up ahead, and that is what the council and I will have to do it. That street leading out to going to the gas station down south. I'm trying to remember the name of the street.
Blake Street.
Blake Street, yes, Blake Street. And between Perla Escondida and the open land, that entire street that leads from even the golf car rental sell parts, F&S, that entire street to the end is private property as well. Yet that street was paved. It was paved concrete all the way to the sea. So literally what was done previously was paving a private property. Right? So that's another problem we're having with, and we have to solve it. We cannot leave it alone. So we need to bring this to the attention of our people, that's the work that we have encountered, and we have to solve it and negotiate with the private owners, the landowners. But it's going to come at a cost. But that should have been resolved a long time ago and never was done.
Very good.
Yeah.
Minister Yesenia Romero is asking, cuando se haga apply el sábado o domingo algún documento, ¿en cuánto tiempo se consiguen esos documentos?
El birth certificate, se está hablando de eso el mismo día.
Okay.
El mismo día van a traer imprimedoras y todo oficialmente, y va a estar la gente oficial para firmar ese birth certificate. Y menciono también, lo vuelvo a repetir, que allí mero es donde puede llevar, si es que su hijo o su hija va a conseguir sus birth certificate, es importante que a ese mismo momento usted se pasa a la mesa del Seguro Social para registrar a sus hijos. Remember, Aiden, we have NHI coming. NHI is coming, so that is also another important factor why you need to get your Social Security card, because if you don't have your Social Security card, you cannot apply for National Health Insurance, which is already rolling out already. That is going to be another big score for our countries to bring back NHI, whereby when you go into the services, including pharmacies, right, you'll be able to just provide your card and you get your medication for a small fee. That's big. That's big, right? So that's important.
Elias Pacheco says, good morning, Minister. One question, how are we coming up with the housing program?
First of all, there is no housing program in Aden. That is just what you call a pilot project that was done across the whole country. So we don't have any housing program going on. What they were doing is trying to build houses whereby we're finding the cost to do it. But to do that, you have to have your property. You're not going to say, I want to build it in I want to build it in my backyard or something like that. It was designed also for single parents as well, for people of the low income class that would be able to see how we can assist to provide a building. Now, here, of course, where do you build a house? You have to do way up north, right? To do that. It was designed, I think they were going to build, 3 here in San Pedro and I think 2 in Kikaker for now. But the logistics and the cost and everything there, you need to have light, you need to have water, you need to have streets, and anybody who would qualify has a piece of land would be all the way up north. So that is the major issue. And then MIDH knows that the cost of a house is going to be 2 times more than what it is costing in San Pedro. But I hear what he says, and that is what also the issue with his Kikaker and San Pedro. The issue before even building a house is the issue of lands. Always the problem there. So, yep.
Very good. Well, Minister, it's 7 minutes after the 8 o'clock hour. I think the message has been put across. And like I said earlier today, it would be nice if all of us can share the information for the word to spread and for people to come out and take advantage of the services that will be offered right here.
Exactly.
Right here with us.
And I will be
have to travel. You see, we are here.
Yes. So that's another logistic that we're going to sort out with Kikaker, and that they can do is have a boat that can bring them, or we work out something there. That's for sure. Always, that's not the problem. Is the biggest problem we have solved is bringing the services to San Pedro. Lo vamos a decir en español también. Es importantísimo. Ustedes que están viéndonos, escuchándonos, favor. Es su responsabilidad, es más, voy a decirlo, es su responsabilidad de usted que está viendo, escuchando ahorita, de pasar esta información a cualquiera que esté así. Tiene su Facebook, hágalo share, haga tag a alguien que de veras lo necesita. Es importante que esto vuele. Tiene que... Y yo voy a estar presente esos 2 días, ahí yo voy a estar presente para cualquier cosa que yo pueda asistir, voy a estar presente. Ese es parte de mi trabajo aquí. Para eso me eligieron, para hacer el trabajo.
Yep.
And so I will be present there. Anything else also that my office can provide, because remember my office is very much crucial in this also in assisting. Our staff is going to be there. I'll be there to listen to your concerns, whatever we need to do. That's why they elected me. Well, you all elected me, so I'm here to provide that service here as well. All right,
and before we wrap up, Minister, I have to tell you that we didn't talk much about it last week, but the lobster season is on. And your constituency, San Pedro and Kikaker, will be having their Lobster Fest this coming weekend.
Absolutely. And that is something that is traditional, no? It is a tradition. Also, the Lobster Fest is coming. I think it has started already. I think they have the Lobster Crawl. They have all different events every night.
Yes, they have the day
up.
and the night events already. The 13th will be the block party, and this weekend in Kikaker.
Yes, and then Kikaker as well is having the Lobster Fest as well. So, again, congratulations to everybody right now. There is always an event here in San Pedro. That's one thing you can know. And then we have the big event. The big fishing tournament is one of the biggest ever, I understand. And that's going to, and we were spared from the storm. That's a good thing as well. So always, there's never a dull weekend in Abergiski. I can tell you that much, right? And in between all that, we're having our clinic, which is important as well. So while we can go and have fun, please first let's get our papers in place, everybody. That's the most important thing. And my office will continue to provide that service, because a lot of people come to our offices for that, and that's part of the service we do. But now is the time to do it, right? So lobster. You're talking about lobster. The records are showing that they were having a very successful first week of lobster harvest. So I did see a young man there who spoke and said thanks to Hull Channel and Fisheries Department. I appreciate that. Means a lot, right? That they have somebody mention that. It is also part of what the blue economy is all about. That it has to be sustainable. We have to tip our hats as well to Hull Chan Marine Reserve because they have increased their patrol as well. That is also crucial. The Fisheries Department and also the way how we are studying our lobster stock. That is all part of reflecting what it is right now, yielding the harvest. So that's another thing that must be something good that we are doing, that the lobster harvest is being so far looking successful. Best practices is what we called. That is important. So scientifically it's showing that it can work if we stick to our rules. So you heard the last time, just the week before the opening of the lobster, I think somebody was caught with over 700 tails. So that is good intervention, good work with the joint between Hull Chan and the police department, so that our lobster fishermen can rest better at night, that they know that the waters are being well patrolled. And we continue to do that work. It is an ongoing battle, an ongoing work against these unscrupulous people who want to take advantage of the hard-working fishermen. Yes.
Well, Minister, I want to thank you for being with us this morning, and let us know if you have any info that you'd want to share during the course of this week so that we can share that with our community.
Indeed. I think it's a very important thing right now, Aiden, is I think I can't call them out, of course, because this is a separate. It would be good to invite these other departments. You know, you can invite immigration, you can invite social security, and perhaps they can elaborate more on the programs that they have to offer. Very, very important. I don't have a problem with that, but that's them to decide, right? It's not that. I'm not calling them out. But this is the time to sensitize. But at the same time, you don't want to forget, Reef TV doesn't want to forget all our other programs. We have the Lobster Fest, the fishing tournament, all these things. But yes, and of course we have a graduation Saturday. Junior college is having graduation this Saturday evening as well. Yes. So very busy, but I'm thankful. It is a beautiful week. It's going to be a fruitful week. After the scare of the storm, we close up. I want to close up by saying thank you to everybody. It is really, I'm grateful. And at the same time, humbled. We have to respect our waters. We must respect our waters. The waters out there, no accidents, nobody got hurt. You know, the churning of those waters there when you go there, it is not easy. Remember the other day, a boat went out there and sank. We had an accident the other day. So respect for waters is important. That's what I want to do, that, right? And at all times, we must remain that way, to respect our waters. So muchas gracias, Aiden. Thank you for inviting me this morning. A blessed week to everybody there, and a fruitful week, that everything will come out, that we continue to work here on Amorogeski and Kikaker. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much, Minister, for being with us this morning and this coming Saturday at the Lions Den. There's so many activities happening this coming weekend, I'm telling you. But most important, I believe, is your documents.
Yes.
So with that said, thank you much for being with us. We take this opportunity to invite you for tomorrow's edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Until then, you do take care.
We're streaming live on both YouTube and Facebook. For those of you without a Facebook account, go to our YouTube page and search for Reef TV Channel 20. Like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications bell.
Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Open-air restaurant serving Central American and Caribbean cuisine.
Hidden Treasure serves dinner Wednesday to Monday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Escalante neighborhood 1.5 miles south of San Pedro town. Hidden Treasure offer a romantic and elegant dining experience. Make early reservations and ask for free shuttle service. Some restrictions apply. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, the perfect place to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, and much more. Come, experience fine dining in an enchanting atmosphere. Live music every Thursday by a renowned Belizean singer and keyboard player. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Telephone 226-4111 or 4236. Visit them at www.hiddentreasurebelize.com or on the socials. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, San Pedro, Belize.
Having issues with low water pressure in your home? Well, the Goulds Resi Boost Compact Boost